Hey everybody, it's Eric here from Laughix. Got another video for you guys today. Beautiful Wednesday out. Nice weather. It's actually like 60 degrees. And if you're watching this video later, it's actually in February and we're getting 60 degrees. So very happy about that. Actually, it's pretty hot. Right now I'm getting whew. Anyways, we're in here for repair. This is a little bit interesting that we see. And this is a Lenovo Thinkpad. And I believe the model is the L380. And it's in here for repair. And what happens is whenever we turn it on, and it shows sometimes different symptoms all the time. There is a blinking light there. You can see the power button. Right. Oh. Let's see, the power button's on. Sometimes what it'll do, it'll flash a bit, and sometimes you actually get to the Lenovo screen. It'll say, please wait, and it'll keep trying to load the OS there. There's a problem. And oh, it actually happened. Good. I was going to reset it or something. But we see this screen. Let me center my camera a bit more. There we go. And we see this screen here, right? And that's a big problem. So we noticed one thing though. It was trying to turn on and it was trying to load an OS, and now it went to this screen right away, right? So we see a black screen. There's a bunch of lines. Other indications, sometimes it wouldn't show this. Sometimes it would just be completely black, and the keyboard would sometimes blink every now and then. And it wouldn't turn on. It would just be a completely black screen. We're going to turn this off, and we're going to go ahead and open it up and actually see what's really causing this problem. Now, we did see it tried to prepare. It was trying to load into the OS, and it was trying to access the hard drive. So I'm thinking that might be something that could be the problem, because it was showing preparing to go into recovery mode, which is usually connected to the hard drive, right? That could be just because it's shutting on and off all the time, and then it's giving an error, especially if it's giving this type of error, right? You're going to shut it on and off a lot. Other times I have gotten actually a little bit further than that before. I saw it try and load the OS just with a little, I don't know if you call it the balls that rotate in a circle. I don't know, whatever you want to call that. I saw it got that far, and then eventually just went to a black screen. So I was curious. I was like, well, I don't think it's an operating system because of just the symptoms that it's showing. So I'm probably thinking something else. Maybe it's the hard drive. I don't, or it could be something. Could be like a RAM related, because that could be it as well. So and I know these ones sometimes they come with integrated RAM sticks, and other times they don't. But let's go ahead and check it out. Let's at least open it up. Okay, so let's just open it up. Let's see what we have here. Okay, what I'm going to be doing is just unplugging this real quick. Oh, I got a hole in my glove. Oh no. And let's go ahead and take out this SSD real quick, just to eliminate some of the problem. Let's see if it changes anything. So let's go ahead and plug it right back in. And I don't know if it cares about the battery. I don't think it does. Those MacBooks, man, some of them care. Okay, so power quick. You saw that. It was really fast. It came on. And obviously it's gonna recognize that there's no battery and there's no drive, so it's not gonna boot or anything. But we had this before, right? Let's see if we can at least go to setup. Okay, we can go to setup. That's totally fine. So let's just turn it off. I'm gonna plug it there. And what I'm going to be doing is, so it looks like this may be the culprit, right? This is what, a Toshiba NVMe drive that we have. And so let's go ahead and actually try another one in here. I don't think I have an OS already installed in here, but we have this nice Samsung Evo. Is it Evo? No. Is it? Well, it's a Samsung 980 SSD. It's an NVMe drive, so it should be pretty nice, right? So it's unplugged still. Let's go ahead and plug it in. Let's see if we can actually load an OS on here. So we'll do that. It on. Let's plug in the battery too, because I don't want to be messing with that. Let's go ahead and plug that in, and let me get my bootable real quick. So I have this bootable. It's not Windows 10, it's Windows 11. So I'm gonna go plug that in. Let's go ahead and see if it'll go real smooth now. We'll go ahead and install it. Okay, everything should be plugged in correctly. And there. Oh, hit the power button. We should zoom out a little bit here, right? And let's go ahead. I'll go to the installer. I think it should boot right away to it. Escape there. Since we already have it plugged in, it should boot right away, which is good. And yeah, my glove actually went for the worst there. Completely tore. Let's see. Okay, so it is loading there, which is good. And this is a bootable. If you're interested in learning how to make a bootable like Windows installer, we have that definitely on the channel. If you want to go ahead and check that out. Otherwise, it looks smooth so far, right? So far, so good. Let's try it. It does see the drive in there, which is good. Doesn't mean there's a slot problem, so let's go ahead and install it. We're going to go ahead and install it right now, and then I'm interested to see, we'll actually check the status of the health of this drive. We can do that in some different ways. I'll do it for here, which will be good. I'll show you guys a tool to actually check the status of health of the drive. I already made a backup of this drive just in case, because we don't want to be messing with any customer's data, because that's the most important thing, right? Is to make sure we get the data off. Power issue is one thing, board issue is one thing, data is invaluable. So we already backed this up, so it looks to be good. But I'm going to show you guys a quick tool. We can actually check the status of it, and we can check to see what's going on with this drive. Okay, so it looks like it loaded up successfully there. What we want to do is we're just going to go through the rest of the steps, and then we're going to actually connect his NVMe drive and then go check the status on that one. I'll show you guys something a little bit interesting. Okay guys, so looks, you see it's booting actually totally fine. I boot up the software and it's really good for determining like status of drives and stuff, and we actually see something. Look at this. This is the Toshiba drive we plugged in via the USB NVMe, and we see that it actually does have a bad 0%. I don't even know what 0% is. Again, we already backed it up, so it actually looks to be okay, but it can't even read the reads, it can't read the writes, it just says 0%, so there obviously is a problem really with this drive. Our file explorer. Alright guys, so this is the culprit, was the NVMe drive. Makes a little bit more sense, obviously, just because based on the symptoms, it's a little bit easier to target that. If that wasn't the case, then we'd probably go a little bit further, maybe some type of video issue or some type of data line problem that's giving that problem as well, not showing on the display. Good, at least it's this and not. And we were able to back up the data, and it wasn't some type of like GPU failure, because that was always the one that's like, oh man, that's not fun to deal with at all. So hope you guys are going to watch this video. If you did, please leave a like, really does help us a lot. Subscribe for more content, and we always like to show you guys cool repairs. Also for data recoveries, we do that quite a bit as well. Board level repairs, we got lots of cool stuff on the channel. You should go ahead and check that out. So hope you guys are watching and found this informative. See you guys next video. Thanks a lot. Bye.